Yep, we are back.
Yeah.
I wish I could say that about warm weather. Jeez, it's flipping cold, man.
Just this coming 2 weeks, then we'll
it's too much now, man.
Yeah.
It's too much. I was telling you before we got here, I'm actually working from the bedroom, dog. It's so flipping cold. Gee
You got your electric blanket on.
Hey, bruh. Luckily, I don't fall asleep, but I work, dog, in the bedroom.
If I get comfortable, I fall asleep.
Huh?
If I get comfortable, I fall asleep.
Oh, okay.
I'm that kind of nigga.
Gee whiz. This weather makes me feel sorry for the looters, man. There's a looting and dodging rubber bullets in this cold.
And this cold, jeez. I wouldn't.
Carrying a fridge on your head.
I saw a picture of a lady carrying a wardrobe all by herself.
Dude, you become a strong person.
And they come around and they want us to carry their purses, their handbags. I'm not.
I'll never do that.
You've never done that?
I've seen guys, bro, walking around carrying handbags in the mall.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like they turn around and want us to carry their handbags.
I think those are the guys that used the first ones who actually bought. You remember how scary it was to buy flowers and go deliver them, and then your chance to see you with flowers. Dude, that used to be scary, bro.
Flowers and a teddy bear on Valentine's Day.
And you can't hide the teddy bear.
Can't hide it.
That motherfucker is
big. It's big. You can't hide it.
You're in the taxi, bro. Gee,
bro, it's tough.
Hey?
It's tough being a guy, yeah?
I've been asked. I remember one time when I was staying with my girlfriend at the time, right? And I went to buy groceries, and she asked me to get a pack of tampons.
Okay.
Now, if you know grocery shops, the tampons and all those female hygiene things are all in one aisle, right? And if you go into that aisle, bro, like there's only females there. Understand? So I go there, bro, and I'm like, I do the rest of the shopping first, and then now I need to go into the dude. I was like busy moving around, and I say, okay, coast is clear. I go there, and then now she was like, light flow. Hey, now I can't see light flow. I was
reading.
Dude, I'm searching. You feel like the camera, those CCTV,
they're on you.
There's this nigga who's just watching on the computer, bro. I was like, there goes another one.
We've lost another one.
We've lost another comrade. He's buying tempons. And that time, they don't even know, because supposedly gay men also use tampons, right?
What?
Yeah, because your palm is not illicit.
Oh.
So to make sure that there's no mistake. I'm telling you. So I'm sure that guy is looking at me, is like,
Jesus.
So it's so scary to go in those aisles, dog.
Bruh.
It's so scary.
I've never went.
Eh?
I always refuse
To buy that stuff.
sanitary pads for them.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, no, man. My girlfriend tries. Like, she's forever trying. Like, I'm not doing that. I can get you anything but that.
Sheesh, man.
That I'm not doing. Aye.
But anyway, welcome to episode 48. 2 more episodes. I think the next week, Monday, we should be on our 50th episode, which is going to be super, super, super dope. Thank you for joining me, Tony, Big Marv. Awesome weekend, dog.
Hey, bro, I was working, so I didn't have a weekend.
You're working?
Yeah, the whole weekend.
Oh, yeah. Damn. Was it busy?
Yeah, man, surprisingly.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like, what the... Like, I think everyone thought, the weekend is always, graveyard. So no one's going to go to the gym. And then, boom, all of them.
It's a flood.
It's a flood.
Gee whiz.
So it's been busy.
Maybe they were training to chase after looters. Getting your cardiovascular shit going.
Exactly, bro.
Eh?
So it has been busy. I didn't get it off, bro. I worked Monday to Sunday.
Oh, snap.
So yeah, my body's feeling it.
Yeah.
And yours? How was yours?
Pretty chilled, man. Pretty chilled. I didn't really have a lot of money. Well, there's nothing really to do. The only thing that I did that was interesting, I just like watch football and shit like that. We'll talk about it later, but I just chilled, man. I think I had a lot of prep to do as well. Sunday, I had to help out a friend with moving and shit. So yeah, man, that's about it. But anyway, let's get our episode started, man. I I just want to start with this track here, dog. I haven't heard this track for a while. This is Sjava Ngempela featuring Howard and Maphorisa. Hey. Oh. Hey. Hey. Who wanna weather? The exact part. Slim and Bella. I couldn't let you go and was in the bed. How could it let you go back that way in the bed? It's easy on your me, get away now. I'm in show, I'm a jungle winner. Baby, you're the one for me, Twala. You know, this track is like, it's got that old feel, but it's like new.
Has that old feel and the bouncy new,
trap dog.
beat.
The way these guys did is Maphorisa. Oh man,
Maphorisa is a legend, bro.
Oh, they must give that guy his flowers, dog.
Hey.
That's actually one nigga that I actually like to speak to.
Maphorisa.
Oh,
just pick his brain.
Oh, geez. I think he's got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
He's gone through like 3 phases in his career. Started off with what's that thing, that group that I had? Uhuru. They were doing their own thing, that dance music. Then he came to hip hop. Then now he's on my piano and he's dominating in all these things that he's doing.
In the forefront.
Jeez.
Hey.
Hey. But I think if I can search properly, I think this beat is a sample.
Yeah.
I think it's a sample, but it's done well. I can't live it up. Anyway, yeah, man, let's go. AKA is back
in the news.
Oh, I was gonna say he's back in the studio. Before we get to the news, I saw some pictures.
Yeah,
he's back in the studio working on something. So let's see what he's gonna do. But there was a media report on Sunday talking about his case, that Nelly case.
Yeah.
And it seems like the police had sent it to the NPA to prosecute, and then the NPA sent it back and said, "Yo, niggas didn't investigate proper, do it proper." Because it seems like the police were investigating a murder instead of a suicide. Right? I don't know. Do you want to start with what? How do you feel about that? It's another police bungling case.
Like, how do you mess up such a high profile case? Like, weren't they supposed to investigate both at the same time?
I don't know how they work, but I mean, they've got more experience. I'm not really sure of the proper procedures, the police, how they get to say we're investigating a murder or we're investigating a suicide. But I mean, for the docket to be sent back, because it seems like they sent it to NPA to investigate, and then they sent it back to them. It's kind of disappointing. It's kind of disappointing. It just brings back those memories of the goalkeeper,
Senzo.
The case which is still hasn't been resolved.
Still unsolved to this day.
And funny enough, Senzo was a goalkeeper, but the cops can't save this one.
Bruh.
I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't want to laugh at this one, but
I don't know, man. But at some stage, we need to really, really put pressure on our security services. If something can happen to a big case like this, what is happening to an old granny?
What does it say about the training, the level of training and the level of competency in our force? Like,
but I think at some stage you just feel like these guys, some of them are cops because there's no other jobs.
Yeah.
So there's no, because you know what? Like, if you're a nurse or a cop, you need to really love your job. Understand? You need to. Yes, of course you're gonna earn, but the major thing that you should look at, that you're there for, is that you wanna serve and look after your people. Understand? There has to be that love, and not go into like crime scene and mess up You know, you've heard the stories. They mess up the evidence. They walk where they're not meant to walk. They don't cordon off things proper. So, you know, you look at those things, you're like,
They
You know.
contaminate the evidence.
oh, sheesh, but have booze in your car during lockdown. Hey, those motherfuckers will find you.
Rah.
You know?
Like, I saw videos of the last week's lootings, ne? And it just goes to like what we're talking about now. You have a guy who arrests someone and he can't even open the police van.
Oh,
He lets go of the guy to
but
open the police van.
I saw that video as well. I think he didn't really want to arrest him.
him.
Yeah. Because even the woman ran away.
Yeah. It's like,
I think they didn't really want to arrest. And I think there's still going to be a story around that because it seems like not only the cops didn't want to act, it seems like the cops were told not to act.
oh, shit.
Yeah. Because they were scared that they might have another Marikana. And as soon as you have another Marikana, they get blamed.
They get
so I
blamed, yeah.
think, and I'm sure the investigation is going to go there because I've seen some people talk about that the behavior of the cops, the police, was so weird. It was so weird. You know, you'd have journalists at a place where it's being looted.
Yeah. My cousin.
You'd have like journalists at a place that is being looted, and they'll tell you that they've been there. This place has been looted since yesterday.
And the cops.
No, and while they reporting.
The cops are there.
No, while they're reporting. Stop finishing my sentence.
Sorry.
While they're reporting, the place is being looted behind them, and they say we were here yesterday, and it's still being looted, and now it's still being looted. So I think there was that direction, and if there was that direction, then everything makes sense because everyone kept on saying, "Where are the cops? Where are the cops? Where are the cops?" But it seems like the management sort of like tied their hands and said, "Whatever you do, don't confront these people, because if you confront them and they confront you back, and you might have to use force. And then once you use force, then you've got the EFF, you know, they're always jumping up and down, and then you've got these human rights people jumping up and down. You understand that? So that's I think that's what happened with that. But back to this AKA story, I think for AKA as well, man, he wants to move on with his life, and there's always going to be this cloud until they close the case. And to hear the stories that they investigated and they didn't do a proper job, so the docket had to be sent back, is sad for AKA and also for us, because you know we also want closure from this thing.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
We
just want this thing to be over.
Yeah.
To tell the truth, I was excited when he posted those videos or those pictures of him in the studio. I got excited for a minute. I was like, oh, okay, now I'm anticipating something. Something's gonna drop and it's gonna be fire. So we just want closure, man.
Yeah, we'll see. Another good story, man. Nasty C is featured on a Colors. It's supposedly it's a Coca Cola sponsored official song for the Olympic Games. That is super, man.
It's fire.
That is super, man.
Fire.
Yes.
Fire.
That is super. And I think I'll say this. I know I've given Nasty C like a whole lot of shits in the recent past. But one thing that I want to give to him, however he set up that his management team, they are flipping working.
Hey, bro.
They are plugging him in with the biggest people, plugging him in. This is super. I'm not saying that Coca Cola didn't want him for this, but I mean his management to put him in a position to be able to be considered for this, because I think he's the only African guy on the track or on that sort of stage.
They're called the Coca Cola team.
Yeah. He's like the only African.
There's only one African and one American.
You see?
Yeah. So
and all the others are ching chongs. I'm kidding, man.
all of them are. The rest they're Asian.
They're Asian.
I think there's a team of 15 people.
Yeah.
Just two outsiders. Nasty and the lady from America.
Yeah. That is huge.
Yeah,
that is huge, man. To his management team, they're doing well. And the stuff that the position they're putting him in, even in America, meeting all those people. I know we joke around and say he's on holiday and he's a tourist, but I mean he's making relations,
right.
And we're still yet to see what's gonna come out. Let's see, but at least they're plugging him in, they're putting him in the right positions. sad news. TicketPro Dome closes down.
Hey, man.
Jeez, that was sad, man.
End of an era, eh? It's an end of an era.
That was sad. The last time I was at the Dome was when I was there for Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
Oh, what a good experience!
I think
It was a flippin' good experience.
It was unfortunate.
Have you been there?
I've been there twice. I've been there twice. The first time I think it was between 2004, 5, or 6 for wrestling. Remember the first time wrestling came to South Africa? I was there for wrestling, and then the second time it was for a car show. There was a car show happening there. I was there. Unfortunately, I haven't been there for a music concert.
Is it?
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Chance owned the stage, bro. And the last time I heard someone talk about the Dome, the not Twins on Text. What are they called? Major League. They wanted to do Dome as well.
I heard them on I think it was a podcast, some other podcast that they definitely do in the Dome. Yeah. So this is a bummer, eh? And also the Scorpion Kings wanted to do the Dome because they're going to do Sun Arena. When this whole thing, Corona whole thing blows up, and they were saying after Sun Arena we're going to the Dome. Yeah. So,
but that was sad for Sjava Maphorisa for last year, man. That year was meant to be the year. Last year, that's when they were meant to put their foot on everyone's neck, on the game's neck. You know,
the whole thing just blew up in their faces. It's crazy, man. You know, this whole thing, messed up a lot of bags, eh?
Yeah, and Corona.
The Dome is only closing down because of this whole lockdown, because they're not getting, bookings and stuff.
Yeah.
So
one thing that I'm not sad about when it comes to the Dome, they were hosting a whole lot of those church fake pastors.
Yeah.
Man, fuck those guys. So at least now dude, when those church pastors people used to be at the Dome, they'll fill that shit up, dog. They will fill it up. The whole, there'll be traffic around town, there'll be traffic around the north here. You can't go anywhere. When those church people are around, dog.
And then they camp there. People camp to get in.
To see Papa.
Yeah, buy a 15,000 ticket.
Oh well, I don't know, man. What's the next one after Dome? Where you said you spoke about Sun Arena?
Yes, in Pretoria.
Because I think Sun Arena is like 7,000.
Yeah, it's like 7,000.
And this was 20. Which one is
the closest to this?
There's no other venue now.
No, there's no other venue.
It's stadiums.
It's stadiums, and another venue. It's in a different. It's in another province, Northwest, Sun City.
Sun City, but how many things are there?
The seats, I think Sun City also like the. Dude, it's like Sun Arena.
Why did you tell me about the light?
What light?
You dog.
No, man.
I'm telling you, the light is not getting to you.
Ish, am I a black bone now?
Huh?
I'm like Blackie. Am I Blackie?
I don't see where your
Plus, I'm wearing black.
Yeah, I don't see where your sweater starts. I just see teeth.
Not bad.
Anyway,
see myself.
If you can see yourself, I hope people see you as well. Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. If I don't see anyone building something closer to replace it. Cecil, they say Cecil Pension Fund bought it. I don't know what they're going to change it. Probably like to offices or some shit like that or something,
Might be offices. Remember before it was the Dome, it was Monte Casino. Before it was the Dome, it was the Suns Monte Casino. Before Monte Casino moved to Four Ways, William Nicol, it was in here.
Serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
back then.
That's before I was in Joburg. When I came to Joburg, it was the Coca Cola Dome.
The Coca Cola Dome. After Monte Casino, it became the Coca Cola Dome.
Oh, is it?
And then TicketPro bought it.
Yeah. And then so you think they might change it back to like a theme park, sort of like thingy, Four Ways, Monte Casino.
I think
type of thing.
It might be something like that.
Okay. We'll see, man. We'll see. It's a set time, but we'll see.
But the media release didn't say anything about entertainment. Eh? They just said the company that bought it is not into
events.
Yeah.
But we'll see what they do, man. Brega leaves family tree.
It was inevitable.
You think so, eh?
Yeah. She's dating a big star now. She must be on her own. She must be the boss, like the Braga she says she is.
Yeah.
She must be the boss.
So she's not happy with the tree. She wants a forest.
She wants a forest.
Yeah.
She wants all the bag.
Gee whiz.
So
You know, at some stage, I felt like you say inevitable. I'll say it's big news, but it's sort of like a lot of people don't really care. When I say a lot of people don't really care, I'm talking about that similar to what you're saying, but more of people are just saying, well, we just could figure it out. You know, we saw it's coming because she wasn't too active in that stuff anymore, you know. And of course, maybe Vic Mensa was like, yo, why are you giving this guy some money? Hey, keep all your money, man. Go independent, because she's like starting her own record label or something like that.
We are more interested on how the relationship was, which we are not getting. We want to know how did she come to the point where she feels she's big enough to be on her own, which is we are not getting. I'm interested in that.
What triggered
the move? Like, yeah.
But it seems like, because when I watched that interview, she spoke about that when she did the show with the AKA. It seemed like they became estranged with Cassper, where they weren't talking
for like 8 months.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, that's, but I don't know. With Cassper, I would feel that way as well, I think.
As Cassper,
I think. I know they say you shouldn't inherit other people's beefs, but I think, you know, the Cassper and AKA thing has got into a stage where it's not even about competing. It's like true hardcore, like dislike, you know, like hatred type of shit, you know, and sort of like enemy type of shit, you know. So if you're now gonna go to that, because at some stage she did say that she didn't speak to Cassper before. She didn't tell him that she was going to go do the show, right? So you sitting back as Cassper and you're like, you see your artist or someone that you're very close with, right? Record labels, mate, or whatever they were doing, and you see them trying, in a way, promoting, you know, your sworn enemy, you know, because I think at some stage their beef has gotten to a sort of like, of course, on a lower level, but sort of like a big and Tupac thing, like it's water and oil type of thing. And then you see someone you work so close with going to promote somebody else who you don't like, you know?
Genuinely don't like.
That will piss you off in a bit.
Not just competition thing.
It's gone beyond that.
So, yeah, I think
I'll feel some type of way as well.
I think I'll also feel some type of way. Someone who knows some of my secrets, I think, because, you know, they work so closely together and they've been together they've been artist and owner for a bit of a time. She knows some things about Cassper that AKA can use. And if she goes on his platform, you know, between takes and, you know, before the initial shoot,
gets relaxed.
You know, they sit down, relax, they have drinks and talk, you know, things can come out. You know? So, yeah, man. I would also feel a certain way if I was Cassper.
Yeah. So, I mean, when I saw that interview that she did, she seemed sort of like surprised because she made it a joke. Oh, we didn't speak for 8 months. I'm like, oh, wow.
What do you expect?
What do you expect, you know? But anyway, look, good luck to her. She seems to be trying to find her own feet, piece her own path. Says she might be signing people down the line, but initially just trying to set up the shit. And it's not easy to be an independent artist, eh? So she's gonna need all the luck and all the experience she's got, you know, to make it happen. You know,
let's just hope she learned from Cassper.
Is the boyfriend also independent?
Last time I checked, the boyfriend was still under Kanye.
Rock Nation.
No. Good music. Kanye's label.
No, he was never under Good Music.
He was.
Where's my
your phone?
My phone is far. But anyway, good luck to her.
Yeah.
Good luck to her, man.
Yeah, man.
She's gonna need all the luck. Yeah. All the luck. Mandela Day, what did you do?
Maji. I even forgot about Nelly M's day, man.
I saw that nickname.
Nelly M. Yeah. Hey, the 2000s don't feel us there.
I was busy scrolling through my Twitter and Mandela Day is trending, and then I scrolled down, I think like the 5th trend was Nelly M. I'm like, who's Nelly M? I click there. Oh, it's Mandela. I'm like,
The 2000s. Nah, man. I was at work.
Is it?
Yeah, man. I was at work. So, bruh, like, honestly, I don't want to lie to you. I didn't see much happening, like, in terms of, man, you know, usually they pump it up on TV, you know, social media, you know, the adverts. This year, it was just different. Eh?
Do you think it's maybe the pandemic?
I think so.
Lockdown, people just can't move around to go. As usual, companies will go and paint some school or some shit like that.
Some
you know,
orphanages.
Some orphanage.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I also think that just the excitement around the day is just losing its shine a bit.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people are debating the guy's contribution, if it was the right thing that he did, when, which I don't agree with. I think he did his part, so people must carry on from where he left off. But there are a lot of people that are, especially the politician guys, that are coming through and questioning, you know, some of the decisions that were made at that time, and also the people that made the decisions, which I really find unfair, because times are different. At that time, things were tough. You know, you're negotiating with people that at some point, you know, you had to give something. It's a negotiation. You give something, you take something. It was left to the guys that came after him to do better, you know, and improve people's lives. And a lot of people just go back and say, yeah, we're in this mess because of Mandela, which is unfair.
You know, he didn't make every decision. You know, there were sit-downs, there were things discussed with other stakeholders, you know, other politicians, and things had to be approved, you see. So I think it's unfair. I also think it's unfair. And like you said, I think on the last pod or the pod before, we were talking about Zuma and stuff, and we said things can be changed in the constitution. Right? It's not set in stone. It's a paper. It's a piece of papers. Why didn't some of the things change, like gradually? You know. So they should you know, let Nelly M rest in peace. You know, he did his part. So,
and I think, you know, just to add on to that, maybe as a final point as well, you know, it's I feel very hurt when people start the talk, especially when you think how many things he did right. As a human being, you will never get everything right. You know, you're going to have your faults. There's some things that you're going to be blindsided on, or there's decisions that you're going to make that down the line might not have been the best decision. But when you made them, you know, they seemed okay decision, you know. But people down the line are judging you with hindsight, knowing how things turned out. And then they're saying, oh, you made a bad decision. He did a lot of good things. And of course, he did a few bad things. The question that people maybe should be interested in, which I think also won't cut it, the only thing you can do is that, did he make those decisions with a good heart, with good intention? For me, it was good intention, right? So if it was good intention and it was not purposefully bad decisions, and also it was a lot of decisions, right, that were being made at the same time, give a guy a break.
Give a guy a break, man.
Give a guy a break. Come on, man. The next one, Bafana Bafana wins COSAFA CUP.
We finally made it.
Why are you laughing? Why aren't you celebrating?
That our national team.
They won a cup. Why are you saying aye?
Okay, and did you see we also won the Golden Boot?
Our player won the Golden Boot.
Victor Letswalo.
Okay, so wait, I'll ask you a question. Why aren't you celebrating?
I'm at that point where I've given up on Bafana Bafana.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, that's understandable.
Like, it's that child, you know, the lost child.
That's understandable. Yeah. They've disappointed too much.
They've disappointed me too much, to the point where I'm like, I don't have a national team anymore. I don't remember the last time I watched a game.
You're a national team orphan.
Yeah.
You're an orphan.
if I find the Proteas playing, I'll watch them. You know, the Proteas have never won a World Cup.
I know that. I don't know why you're telling me like I don't know that.
I'm trying to make a point that their performance, it's so good that it overshadows the fact that they have never won a World Cup.
Yeah. Look, well, if you want to go into the Proteas, there's a lot to be said about that. I think for them, it's more of a mental thing now, more than the ability. You know, we produced some of the best cricketers you know, in the world. I think only the last World Cup where we went in as not one of the favorites to win it. Previous World Cups we had good teams which should have won it, you know. And during the in between the tournaments, we always play good cricket. But back to Bafana, I didn't even know that there was a cup playing. I'll be honest. I think, you know, with also what was happening a lot in the country last week, it just got overshadowed. They were playing, you know. And I think, you know, you've got Kaizer Chiefs playing in Egypt. And you've got Bafana playing here. So again, it's a watered down team. You know, so the interest wasn't there, the big hoo-ha wasn't there. Of course, the fans couldn't go to the stadiums. Congratulations for them for winning the cup. I think going forward, that might be good for them because once you start winning, even if it's a small win, it can encourage you. You start believing that you guys can actually do something, you know.
Yeah.
Instead of only just hosting a competition to qualify, you know, you can actually qualify on the field now, you know. So, yeah, man, that's Bafana Bafana. Talk about
Sorry to cut you. That made me Bafana Bafana winning the COSAFA Cup made me realize something. Made me realize the problem we've always had with Bafana Bafana's bad performance and bad results. Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates players. Now they're not there. They're winning the cup. You see where the problem is?
Yeah.
Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates players. Those were the problem. Those were a problem.
Yeah, but the problem is they go deeper. Yeah, I get what you say, but their problems go way deep. But like I say, it's a first of many, I hope. Yeah, first of many, I hope. Talk about Kaizer Chiefs. They went to Egypt, and then I think the turning point. Did you watch the game? Turning point was the red card.
The Mashiane red card.
Yeah, the Mashiane red card. Even before then, Al Ahly was a better team, but the guys held them at bay, and then that thing happened just before halftime, and you just knew.
Everyone knew it.
Yeah, you just knew.
We knew Sheriff was coming.
Yeah, it's not. And I think, you know, with that Al Ahly win, I think we should take away Pito's ID.
You should ban him.
Yeah, he celebrated too. He was too happy for my liking.
Too happy. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he was too happy for my liking. You know, the Egyptians could keep him there.
Yeah, they could. Yeah. Plus, he played football that side, I think, in his early career.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
In
Egypt.
In Egypt. Oh,
he played football there, so he's very familiar with, and I think he can speak Farsi. He speaks Farsi there, right? Yeah, he can speak Farsi. Yeah, so he can just relocate his whole family.
You know, talk about that. He used to play I know he used to play football, but have you noticed that? Not to make it a racial thing, but black coaches that used to play football, they all get fat. The white coaches keep in shape.
Football, I think to them, it got to a point where it was a job. It was no longer a passion and love. It got to a point where it was a job, and when they retired, they're like, "Oh, I'm done with work. I can relax." They didn't go to the gym anymore. They didn't play football anymore, so they just got fat.
So that's how black coaches think.
I think that's how I got to that conclusion. That was like, it doesn't make sense that all the other races, they still keep fit.
Because I was looking when the Euros were playing, you had like the guy that used to play for the coach for Spain. Oh, fuck his name.
Yeah.
He's in shape. You look at the coach for England, he's in shape. He's a former player. You look at the Frank de Boer for Netherlands, he's in shape. You look at Mancini, he's in shape. You look at Pizzo.
Cooler box.
Yeah?
Cooler box.
Pizzo, it's like you expect him when he finishes like his practice when they have their practice games, goes to his parking lot, gets into his taxi, he drives off.
Wow.
You don't expect him to like drive off with an Audi or something.
Yeah, my G.
So I don't know, man. Maybe once we get to speak to one of them, because you see about Mango.
Yeah.
Benny has blown up. You know, and you're like, come on, Benny. Benny blew up before the World Cup.
Yeah. Benny, there was a point where he was still at Blackburn. Was it Blackburn or Everton? Where he was told, lose 15 kgs or we're cutting your salary. And he was like, fuck you. I'm not losing 15 kgs. They cut his salary.
I remember they actually even transferred him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's bad.
Yeah, man, that's probably gonna be about it. Oh yeah, we need to review the song before I forget. Yeah. This is the new Tshego, man. Some dope stuff. Dope stuff. I was actually pleasantly surprised with the song. You actually told me about the song. Where is this guy?
Tshego.
Oh?
All the Tshegos I know, all the female Tshegos I know are very problematic.
Come again?
All the female Tshegos, because this is a unisex name. You can be.
Oh yes. I know that. I know
the
that.
female Tshegos I know. It's on a chicks sometimes.
Is it?
Hey.
Big problemo.
Close to Xhosa. Right behind, right there, like they.
Are you saying they're the juniors?
They're the juniors.
So the name of the song is Tshego. He actually dropped a 3-piece. He calls it a 3-piece. What do we call this?
EP.
EP, right? It's 3 songs. And the 3 songs is my favorite song, and the other one is New, and the other one is Only If You Like That. But the song that we're gonna play is my favorite song, which is featuring Shakina. Oh shit, Java's singing. Why are you singing? Okay, this is my favorite song featuring Shakina by Tshego, man. I actually enjoyed this.
As he talks, he paints a picture.
It's very nice.
Words
It's very nice.
No man, it's.
We sex and money bags. You see the drag don't need no gas. Like it was a new song. I rock to this on and on. Don't stop, it's just on and on. I know it's nothing new. You just pick and choose. But boy, what I do, my favorite song, and I rock to it on and on.
Oh, on and on. Yeah, man, my favorite song featuring Shakina, taking off his EP, latest EP called the
3-piece.
3-piece. Now, why I like this song, right? You told me about it. I like it because it's sort of like got those classic R&B vibes. You know,
Exactly.
That on and on sort of loop that they do on the chorus is so 90s like type of chorus type of shit, you know. And that for me, look, Tshego, I don't know how to, you know, measure him. I'm not really sure because he tries rap, he sings, but he does music. That I'll give him. He does music. Artistically, he's very clued up with what he's trying to do. I love the song, man. I love the song. I think it's sweet. It's like a fruit.
Yeah.
It's like strawberry.
Yeah, man, this is a proper song, yeah? This sounds like something. If you remember the late 90s when Mary J. Blige was still dating JoJo and, you know, get into a studio and make a very romantic song. You know, this sounds like something like that.
It's got a soul.
It's got a soul. Like, she kind of sold it for me.
She kind of is very under. I won't say underrated because I don't think it's the right term. I think a lot of people don't give her dues.
Yeah,
that voice is so unique. It's got like rustic. It's singatia rasta, you know. And then Tshego comes, of course. I don't know who produced the song, but it's a dope track, man. Yeah, man, good for them. Good for them.
I think it's gonna pop, this one.
You think so?
I think it's gonna pop.
I think it's not gonna be commercially, but I think the people that love this, I love this shit. I'll probably be playing. I wouldn't be surprised if you see the streams, but you don't see a lot of radio play.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I think for radio play, it's a little bit out of sync with what is happening. But I think in terms of people enjoying the music, you'll probably see it see it being streamed.
Yeah.
It's a flippin' dope track.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, because right now all I hear on radio, it's piano and trap beat.
Yeah.
R&B on trap beats, rap on trap beats.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, it's piano. So
Yeah.
it's just, if you don't hear a trap beat, you hear piano beat.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah. But yeah, man, it should pop.
No, it's
in.
good. I'm actually going to give myself some time to listen to the 2 tracks. I did listen to them a little bit, but I haven't made up my mind on it. But I think I'll give myself some time and listen to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, good for Tshego. I thought he was going to drop an album. That's what he actually said, that he was working on an album, because remember he left his recording label earlier on in the year. He's gone solo. He's now at 25/8
That's his own
Entertainment. I think it's his own. Yeah, he's gone independent. So I'm just wondering why he dropped, or maybe he's building up to it. You never know. Yeah, but anyway, that's our show. Is there anything that I missed? Anything?
Oh, Lewis Hamilton won his 8th British.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. And those other guys were so bitter.
Yeah, no, the crash. What's that?
I think it's on the first round.
Red Bull, the first round, the Red Bull.
Verstappen or whatever they call his name.
Yeah. He was. What did he expect? He's racing against Lewis. That guy. He's. When you win so much that you become uncomfortable not winning. Like it's a must. You must win. Right. So yeah, man. There was a bit of dirty play, but it's expected.
Well, one thing I know is that it seems like Lewis Hamilton is an aggressive driver.
Thank you.
And it seems like the other guys, to match him, are also trying to be aggressive as well. And it's not really working.
Thank you.
That's what I'm picking up. That it's not really working because the guy is just far and ahead, more skillful than them. Yeah. I think we have to start talking about Hamilton not only as being a flippant good driver, but probably being the greatest driver.
He is.
Yeah.
He is the greatest.
I think if he was the other pigmentation, if he wasn't black, he would have been called the greatest driver by now.
Yeah, I think so. I also think so.
Was it last year or the year before where they were debating, people were saying he doesn't deserve, because he's actually Sir Anthony Hamilton now. He's been bestowed by the Queen. And before he was bestowed by the Queen to be Sir, there were busy arguments that, no, why should he, wada, his career is not over. No, fuck that, bro. The guy is the greatest ever.
Come on, he surpassed the greatest, the one of the greatest drivers to ever do it. He beat Schumacher's record. So if you beat the greatest driver to ever drive a race car, beat his record, why can't you be called the greatest? Just because you're still competing.
Yeah, but I was talking about the Sir issue.
Oh, the Sir
I'm not talking about if he's the greatest. I'm just saying that a lot of people, try and dispute his greatness or dispute the accolades based on some stupid reasons, But on the track, the results, I think it said no one has ever won more races than him. No one has had more number one finishes. No one has, there's so many accolades. And then people bring up Senna, people bring up, who's that other guy in the coma?
Schumacher.
They bring up Schumacher. This guy, I'm telling you, if he was the correct pigmentation, there wouldn't be any debate. There's only a debate because he's black. Understand? But anyway, what can you do?
What can you do, man?
What can you do?
Yeah.
Anything else besides that?
No.
Anything to look for? Oh shit! They say Kanye's dropping an album on Friday. He might be.
Oh yeah.
He had a listening party yesterday.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I heard some snippets, bro. It's some dope stuff.
Wait, the beat? Oh.
Well, I heard some snippets of the songs from because they took the phones away.
Yeah.
So, but there's some clips on the internet, on Twitter, where you just hear the snippets of some of the music that, oh man, it's sounding nice. It is sounding
Don't get
nice,
me excited, bro.
So that's one thing I'm looking forward to in terms of music. The Springboks are starting to play the Lions this weekend, so that's another thing that I'm
exciting.
looking forward. Yeah, I'm also looking forward to that. But otherwise, man, it's just going to be crafting and getting things. Oh, the merch, we're almost there. We just, the people in Durban were acting crazy last week, so nothing moved.
Yeah.
Because we should have, be getting a sample or two. I'll see. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but the merch is on its way, so that's also quite nice. Yeah, it's also quite nice. Yeah, I think that's it, man. That's our show. Thank you for listening in. Thank you for tuning. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share,
Hit the bell button.
hit the bell button. If you don't want to see our faces, please go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
Google Podcast.
Google Podcast. But yeah, that's where you're gonna catch us, man. Please do support. Please do like the video if you enjoyed it. It helps YouTube to push out the video to more people. Share the love. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. We out.
Yeah.
Boom.